Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's sobering news. His grade is D. With this guy, it's best to stay away. To the strong brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
Honestly, he's mostly just talking big. While he's full of excitement and often sounds confident about his future, he doesn't have the patience or work habits to back it up. People like him may get attention for a while, but without steady effort, real progress is unlikely.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to break down than bounce back. He gets upset easily and can react with anger or frustration rather than calmly figuring things out. Instead of quietly learning from mistakes, he might shout, blame others, or even give up too soon.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He's the kind of person who often ends up in arguments or conflicts at work. While he can be friendly and warm in good moments, his temper and directness can easily turn small issues into big fights. He doesn't think much before speaking, and this can hurt others or make them feel disrespected.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he may start off happy for you, but deep down it could bother him. While he might cheer in front of others inside, your success can make him feel insecure or overshadowed. He likes being noticed and in control, so your achievements might upset his balance.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, there's a strong chance he'll secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He might not come out and say it, but you may notice little signs, sarcastic comments, picking unnecessary fights, or acting distant when money is mentioned. Remember, this isn't about your worth, it's his own struggle with confidence.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's much more likely to spend without thinking than to handle money carefully. Planning ahead or sticking to a budget isn't really his style. He acts on impulse and can get carried away by excitement or peer pressure. If he wants something, he'll often buy it right away, even if it means running short later.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's more likely to pretend to be richer than he really is. He enjoys attention and wants others to see him as successful, so he might spend money on things he can't truly afford just to keep up appearances. You may notice him showing off new gadgets or throwing parties, even if it stretches his budget.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He tends to be open handed and warm hearted, often helping others or sharing what he has without thinking twice. If someone needs a hand or if there's a chance to make others happy, he's quick to step up sometimes, even when he can't really afford it. His mindset is generous and he enjoys making people feel welcome and cared for.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is not likely to be very open or organized about money matters, but he isn't very controlling or secretive either. He's more careless. Money slips through his fingers, and he may not pay much attention to where it goes. If you want clarity and dependability when it comes to finances, you may have to take the lead yourself.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's not very likely to think deeply about who should do housework, but he won't automatically see it as only your job. He doesn't have a habit of planning or being organized around chores, so he might offer to help when he feels like it, especially if it's fun or social. However, he won't consistently share the load unless you ask or remind him.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more the type who will jump in and help when he feels like it, but he won't stick to a routine or take responsibility without being asked. You might find him playing with the baby or doing a chore here and there, but don't expect him to keep track of what needs to be done or share the work equally on his own. You'll need to remind him or make tasks a bit fun if you want steady help.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more likely to argue to prove he's right than to really try understanding your side. When faced with a disagreement, his first reaction is to stand his ground and defend his view, often getting loud or emotional about it. Even if your point makes sense, he may only admit it later, if at all.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often loses control and may say hurtful things or act in an aggressive way. His temper can flare up fast, and in the heat of the moment, he might shout, use harsh words, or slam things to show his frustration. He doesn't always stop to think about how his words and actions can hurt you, and regret often comes only after the damage is done.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he is definitely the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He reacts fast and with strong emotions, often making a small problem feel much bigger. Quick temper can lead to hurtful words or actions, and it can make you feel unsafe or worried at home.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He struggles to say sorry and take responsibility when things go wrong. Most times, he tries to shift the blame onto you or other people rather than own up to his mistakes. Instead of a calm apology, you may hear excuses, arguments, or even accusations that twist the situation around.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may struggle to fully understand or respect your boundaries, especially when he really wants something. If you say no, he might try to change your mind, keep pushing, or act frustrated instead of stopping right away. This is not something to ignore.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding and giving you space, he may act hurt, sulk, or even start an argument about it. He might make you feel guilty, question your feelings, or wonder if something is wrong between you.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Be cautious. He may not always handle private moments with the care and respect you deserve. If he feels hurt or angry during a fight, there's a risk he could bring up personal things you shared, use them against you, or make embarrassing comments. Trust in a relationship is built on kindness and keeping each other's secrets safe.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He can be easily distracted by other women, especially in social situations where he likes attention and excitement. While he may enjoy being close in the moment, his need for fun and admiration can sometimes make it hard for him to stay fully committed. It's wise to watch how he behaves, not just what he promises.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he's very likely to be over possessive, showing jealousy, being controlling, or always acting suspicious. He may question who you talk to, check up on your whereabouts, or get upset if you spend time with friends. Remember, a healthy relationship gives you freedom and trust, not chains and constant doubt.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, for him, what may look like a protective nature is actually a sign of a controlling personality. He might say he worries about your safety or wants what's best for you. But over time, his actions will feel more about keeping you under his watch and less about real care. This is not loving protection, it's about control and power.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He's likely to see parenting as mostly your responsibility rather than a true team effort. While he might step in for fun or noisy moments, he won't naturally notice daily tasks or step up when things get tough. This can be tiring and lonely over time.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. His patience is short, and small problems can quickly turn into loud scoldings or angry words. If a calm and gentle approach with the kids matters to you, this is something to take very seriously.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He may struggle to truly support you as both a mother and your own person. While he might enjoy family moments, he's quick to get caught up in his own needs and feelings, sometimes ignoring yours. It's easy for him to overlook how hard you work or the importance of your own happiness.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might act supportive of your career at first, but later ask you to quit once you have a child. In the beginning, he may say all the right things, but when real responsibilities grow, especially with kids, his focus can quickly shift to what is easier or more comfortable for him. If having your own career is important to you, be clear about your plans from the start and watch for any signs of changing attitudes.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface rather than show real warmth to your parents. While he may smile, say the right things, or join family gatherings, you'll notice his efforts are more about keeping the peace or avoiding trouble than genuine affection. He isn't naturally thoughtful or eager to build deeper bonds with your family, and he may even get impatient or pull away if he feels uncomfortable. He's more likely to expect your family to adjust to him rather than truly trying to fit in with them.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. His quick temper and strong reactions can turn small family problems into bigger arguments, often leaving everyone feeling upset. This can put you in a tough spot between him and your family and make peaceful solutions hard to find.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely the kind of man who acts modern and casual with you in private, but will expect you to behave like a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. While he might be easygoing or supportive when you're alone, he can change his tune quickly around family, wanting you to follow their customs, show respect in expected ways, or act properly to avoid any criticism. If you value being treated the same in both worlds, talk about these expectations before making big commitments.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family instead of clearly supporting you. Standing up during family disagreements isn't his strong point, and he may avoid taking a stand because he doesn't want the extra stress or drama. This can leave you feeling alone, misunderstood, or like you have to fight your own battles.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He does have strong signs of being a mummy's boy, which means his mother's opinions will have a big influence on him. When there's a conflict between you and his mother, he is much more likely to avoid taking your side or try to please her instead. This can leave you feeling unsupported and frustrated when you most need his backing.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is quite likely to share details of your fights or your private life with his mother or sister. He may turn to them for advice or comfort without thinking about your privacy, and important or sensitive matters between you could end up being discussed in his family circle. In a healthy relationship, trust and privacy are very important.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, based on all we know, this guy scores a D. I think it's just best to stay away. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel heavy and tiring. He is quick to anger, slow to listen, and expects you to carry most of the burden at home and with the children.